Momo Vivi. I had to watch the famous Tom Cruise turtleneck Scientology video, and I have some questions on some of the things he says. We can bring peace and unite cultures. They want help, and they are depending on people who know, and that's us. Know what? And how can Scientologists bring peace? I think about those people who are depending on us. Who does he think depends on Scientology? And depending on what specifically? Being a Scientologist, when you drive past an accident, it's not like anyone else. You know you have to do something about it. You know you're the only one that can really help. What is he talking about? Why would Scientologists be the only ones that can really help? And help in what way? Typically, you start by calling 911, and if possible, you may try to assist whoever involved, if possible, and at the best of your capabilities. Other than that, what would he do? Give an autograph and perform CPR at the same time? Yeah, I get the frustration. Tom Cruise especially. The guy is just so over the top. But he really does embody a lot of principles and ideas that Scientologists have. And they're very delusional about the level of help that they're able to offer people. I thought, even after I got out of Scientology, that I was so much more together than I was. And I thought I really had the answers for things that I was clueless about. They really, and that's why I use the word delusionary. I mean, I speak from experience here. I'm not deriding Scientologists and saying they're all just a bunch of stupid, delusional numbnuts. I'm saying that they are literally suffer from delusions of grandeur. And that those delusions of grandeur come directly from L. Ron Hubbard and David Miscavige, who love bomb and pump them up on their importance and what their abilities and how great they are as beings and as human beings and as Scientologists, so much better than the rest of the what they call the WOG world, which is a very derogatory term, in some circles. The non-Scientology world. They really think, Scientologists really think they stand head and shoulders above everybody else. And they really do think that the help that they can provide through applying Scientology, right, to people is better than any help that can be given otherwise. Now, this is not to say that if a Scientologist came on some guy who had a broken leg, that he wouldn't think that the leg needs to be set or something. He'd want to get a doctor and he'd want to get the leg set. I mean, they're not that far gone, but they feel that if they come on an accident scene, let's take this for example, because it's a pretty easy one. Let's say they come on an accident scene and there's people in various states of confusion and don't know what to do, and there's some people who are hurt and there's upset and there's people crying and all this. A Scientologist feels like he's the guy who can step up, bring order, tell people, calm people down, get people to, the Scientologists might have the idea that it would be helpful for people to maybe work together to give each other locationals, which is look at that tree, look at that road, look at the sky, like these little mini auditing procedures that they might have people do in order to get them to focus their attention outwards rather than inwards. Or they might feel with the accident victim that they can, they can't set the leg or break, set a broken bone or something, but maybe in the meantime they could get everybody to stop talking because, at an accident scene there's a lot of noise and people are talking, and Scientologists are really big on keeping things quiet when there's a problem, physical pain and unconsciousness involved, because they feel that those words are going to go right into the person's reactive mind and come back at them later and make their life more difficult. So they'll try to quiet everybody down and not get people talking, try to keep the scene quiet. And they think that by doing that, they're actually doing something extraordinary and special, which they're not. Right? That's just total nonsense, this whole stay quiet at an accident thing. Plus, it's kind of impossible because you need to be giving people directions. You need to get people under control, and you certainly need to give some first aid and some medical assistance to the people who need it. So, I'm just saying Scientologists would feel like they're so on top of the scene because the help that they're going to bring to these people is going to be so extraordinary and do so much. And really, they're just, being part of the problem in such a situation. So that's some of what Tom Cruise is thinking about, right? But it really comes down to, Hubbard actually says in a couple of places, I think, that, the mere presence of a Scientologist and the positive attitude and the TRs, as they call it, right? The ability to look people in the eye and direct them on what to do is somehow, so extraordinary, and that they can provide this positive control with people that they're just superhuman. Those are some of the Scientologists' super abilities that they have, right? Plus, they also have the idea that they can intend things, right, to happen, and they'll just happen because Scientologists have such clean flows. That's how they put it. I got clean flows, man. So they'll, so they just think that they're the bomb.com, that's kind of what it comes down to, and they are sorely mistaken.